when people are thinking about moving to the harbor, it's not about just finding the right home, it's finding the right people too. Finding that community is also part of finding purpose in life, and being able to do things in your community and connect with other people helps you find that purpose. So in this video, I'm going to cover a couple different ways that you can come and connect with the community and start building a sense of self. If we haven't met yet, I'm Sarah Husby, a local real estate agent, mom, and community connector. And I also run What's Good Gig Harbor, a local Facebook and Instagram group that helps people connect in our community. I share everything from local events, highlights, and everything happening next door. With all my relocation clients, it's not just about finding the right home, it's also how to connect once you're here at the community. So I find that it is really helpful to be able to offer up some suggestions as you're considering moving here, and or maybe you already have moved here and you want to now know what to do. Today, I'm going to cover the top 6 ways to get involved to help you integrate in the community the quickest. The first one is events, and Gig Harbor does this very well. No matter what time of year, there's always an event going on. In the spring and summer, you have farmers markets on Thursdays, you have summer concerts, not only downtown, but also in the parks, and you have festivals. In the fall and winter, there's also other seasonal events. Whether it is at Penn Met with the Scarecrow Festival, or maybe downtown with the lighted boat parade. There's always something going on. But even when there's not a big event going on, there's also small businesses that have events going on, whether it's trivia night or live music. We've got places like The Float and O'Looney's and Kimball Coffee that has wonderful local musicians. Some of the feedback I get from clients is that there are a wide variety of events going on in and around Gig Harbor, whether it's large or small. And that makes it easier for them to engage in events that they're actually interested in. Which leads to topic number 2, which is finding your people. You know, they say that your vibe attracts your tribe. And so depending on what your interests are, there's typically going to be a group or some sort of event that supports whatever vibe you're looking for. So for example, if you're a family with kids, you've got schools and sports and parenting groups. For example, we have a Facebook group called Gig Harbor Moms, where you can go in there, ask questions, and find your tribe, and just get the support you're looking for. Now, let's say you're an active adult and you want to participate in clubs and activities like pickleball or other sports activities. We've got the YMCA. Penn Met Parks is very active with their social classes. And if you're a boater, we've also got our yacht clubs. There's certainly all sorts of different ways to be social. And you might be asking, okay, Sarah, you know, these are great for extroverts, but if I'm an introvert, are there things to do for someone like me? Well, Invitation Bookshop has Silent Book Club. So that's one thing. There's also sewing classes you can take. There's, depending on your hobby, there's Mahjong. So you can get together a small group where it's a little bit more intimate, and frankly, sometimes it's a little bit easier to find your people. Contrasting the interpersonal relationships, there's also the professional side. So we have the Chamber of Commerce that runs events all the time, connecting the community, and there's business-to-business groups that are constantly networking and having social engagements as well. What I have found is that people that find their tribe the fastest and connect with people the most is when they have common interests. You know, they say that if you have a dog or kids, it forces you to meet people, especially as adults, as you get set in your ways and you don't necessarily want to meet more people. That is what people have found around here, is that technically the Seattle freeze. But what I actually have noticed is that if I put myself out there and I start attending activities and I start meeting people, for example, just shopping along the waterfront, there are business owners out there that are lovely people that turn into friends. I started volunteering at the Waterfront Alliance, and all the events that I mentioned earlier in the video, they happen because of volunteers. And when you start showing up and you start seeing people over and over again, those people turn into your tribe. So that leads me into my third topic, volunteering. If you really want to feel rooted in a community, volunteering is the fastest way to do it. Here in Gig Harbor, we have all sorts of volunteer opportunities, whether it's volunteering at a school, or as I mentioned, volunteering for events, or even nonprofit organizations. Depending on what your interests are, there's a long list of volunteer organizations that I can provide for you, so just reach out. A few that I actually am passionate about are volunteering in the schools, helping with food drives, and also the Waterfront Alliance to help support the activities and events going on along the waterfront throughout the entire year. What's great about Gig Harbor is just because you lock into one organization and support through volunteer work, it doesn't mean that you can't lock into another one. And there's so many wonderful people that you meet through volunteering. Which brings me to topic number 4, which is just becoming a regular. I think it's a simple but really powerful way to get connected. So what do I mean about becoming a regular? I mean just showing up consistently, whether it's a coffee shop or volunteering, or even going to a gym or a fitness class on a routine basis. By showing up consistently, people start recognizing you, you start up conversation, and it goes from there. For me, I'm passionate about our downtown district, and I love wandering through the boutique stores and chatting it up with local business owners and just saying hi to my friendly neighbor. I think one thing people often forget is that getting involved doesn't necessarily mean formally. It's just about getting out of your house and getting out there and integrating yourself in the community. That could be hard for some people to take that first step. So what I would suggest is in my section 5 is use social media to help you with those baby steps. Social media can actually be a really helpful tool to get connected if used in the right way. I may be biased, but I do have What's Good Gig Harbor as a group where I promote all the different local activities and events going on, and I challenge you to pick one a week. I do my weekend roundup lists on Thursdays, so you will know what's going on for the weekend ahead, and you pick one and you get yourself out of the house and you try it. Even if you don't follow What's Good Gig Harbor, there are several other different groups out there that have events going on, and some of my favorite places to look are places like Love Kitsap or Parent Map or even Tacoma Metro. Now, if you're thinking to yourself, I'm not on social media, no problem. I do send out the weekend roundup through email, so I can get you on that list. Just feel free to reach out, or click the link below to the 101 Things to Do guide, and that can get you started. And now here's the final, number 6, be consistent. It is the simplest, but it's also the hardest. Connection does not happen overnight, and Gig Harbor is a welcoming community, but just like any place else, it takes consistency. From what I have found, it's repeatedly showing up, seeing the same faces, and connecting. So if you're thinking about moving to Gig Harbor, this is what I do all the time. Not only help people find the right houses, but also connect in the community once they're here. And like I said before, make sure to follow What's Good Gig Harbor on Facebook or Instagram, and click the link below for the 101 Things to Do guide to help you get started. Oh, and I forgot to mention, if you already are living here, maybe this is your sign to get out of the house and start living too.